Okay, so I pruned my oregano. Oh my God, it smells incredible. So I pruned it down to, the bushes were about, the bush of it, the stalks were about, individual stalks were about yay high. And so I pruned them down. I would say they were about that tall. The tallest one was about that tall. So I pruned them down about half. I left about 2.5, 3 inches still. I watched a video and that's what it said to do. So leave like 2.5, 3 inches. And look at this beautiful big bowl full of oregano. So some of them are taller than others. And I was careful to prune it right to the top of a, leave at the next juncture. So I cut it like right there. So now I'm going to get a cookie sheet and just line them up on my cookie sheet. And you don't want to overlap them. So that's important, that they each have their own space to dry and breathe. And I'm going to put them on this cookie sheet in rows. And once I get them all on here, I've got my oven preheating at 200 degrees. My oven actually will go lower than that, but I'm just accustomed to doing 200 degrees, so I'm going to stick with what I know. And once that gets up to temperature, I'll stick them in there. Ooh, look at this one. This one is just loaded. Look how beautiful. Almost looks like a tomato plant. Oh God, it just smells like pizza. So I think I can get them all on this one cookie sheet. And then I'm gonna stick them in the oven and let them dry. I'll put them on the top shelf and at 200 degrees. Really, I'm gonna stick them in there and then just turn the oven off. I'm not even gonna leave the, I don't want them to bake. I just want them to dry. So I'm gonna get the oven up to, ooh, there's another one that's just really loaded with leaves. This is gonna come out wonderful. But again, I don't want the oven to cook them. I don't want to bake them. I just want to dry them. I could hang these for 2 days upside down outside, taking care to bring them in at night, because you don't want any moisture to get to them. So, at night the temperature falls, it gets dewy, the dew point or whatever. Beautiful. It's another beauty. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, gorgeous. Just really, really nice, really beautiful. And I'm gonna dry them for 200 degrees. Let my temperature get up, and then we'll see where we go from there. And I'll let you know how it turns out. Okay, so what I did, you can see these are now dry. So it looks great. What I did was put the oven at 200 degrees. As soon as it got up to temperature, I put the oregano in and just turned the oven off, and then I ran around and did stuff, planted my tomatoes, whatever I needed to do. And I did that for like 3 different cycles, only because I didn't feel like standing there over top of it all day. So, but you can easily just put it in at 200 degrees and then just watch it. And maybe it would take 20 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. Okay, so now I'm at the stage where what I want to do to it now is I want to just take one of the things, and I'm just going to scoot them all over to the end of the tray here. And to get the leaves off, just very simply just go like that. I just scrape the leaves off of all these. Again, you can hang them and dry them, But, you know, if I was running a full-time operation, farm or whatever, I'd probably take the time to do that, but I'm not. See the leaves? You have to be careful though not to get any of the stems, because those are, you don't want those. Okay, I'm going to finish this up and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm just finishing up here the last few. You can see my pile of stems here. And the last few of these. I wanted to tell you too that you saw the bowl in the beginning of the video that I had full. I still have a complete bush of that oregano out there. So, you know, I pruned a bowl of it, and I'm going to get a bunch of this from it, and it'll still produce. In fact, it might even double because I pruned it, so it'll spread out and hopefully multiply. And then I can just continue to harvest it, prune it over the summer, and hopefully get a bunch of oregano and to last me a good long time. Well, not that long because I use it a lot. So anyway, I wanted to show you I got that much. And now I just simply take it in my hand, and you can see just by doing this, it turns just how you see it in the jar, you know, just real fine powder. And when they're nice and dry like that, they just disintegrate in your hand real quickly. And I'll show you. I have a little mason jar here that I put my herbs in when I'm done with them. So this looks about right. And when you're doing this, you can tell if you missed a stem or two. You can see little, you know, like I missed that little guy. Just pick that out. And it's not the end of the world if one gets in your jar. You'll notice it when you go to use it. Anyway, let's see here. So now I'll show you. I can't see. There we go. So let me translate that into a little jar and show you how much it produced from just that one little bowl full. Oops, I see a stem. So there we go. Almost a whole jar full of, smells awesome, oregano. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw, hit subscribe and like